Greetings Zimbabwe, my name is Patience Mashir and today we are live in Bulawayo at ZITF where we are celebrating the International Youth Day. And yes, today we have a very special guest in the house to celebrate with us, and today we have just invited the Zimbabwe Youth Council to share with us the works that they have been doing working with young people in Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for joining us, and you are free to introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. My name is Councilor Brian Sithole. I'm a councillor, board member of the Zimbabwe Youth Council. And as alluded to earlier on by Patience, we are here to celebrate the International Youth Day, running under the theme which is encouraging us to also have intergenerational solidarity. I love that theme because it helps us to understand that we as young people, though we do have a youth bulge, we are the majority, but we also need each other with our elders who are there to also give us institutional knowledge and also direction in the different programs that we have. And so it's a theme that really acknowledges the role that we as young people play, as well as the role that is played by our elders.
Oh, thank you so much. I like the part where you said the elders of the community. So do you think, as you work with young people, do you think the elders in the community are also giving the young people the opportunity to also participate in any decision-making processes in Zimbabwe?
I think if we talk of opportunities being given, we would have lost the script, because opportunities are supposed to be taken. So we as young people also need to be present. You can see young people also in certain areas taking up leadership opportunities. For example, we've got the youngest commissioner in the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission being a youth, who is also the spokesperson of the commission, who's also a member of the Youth Council. So we've got young people who are proactive, who are taking up opportunities, and they are getting them. We are not yet where we want to be yet, but we as young people, my encouragement is for us to also take up these opportunities as they come our way. If there are vacancies that come out, especially in our commissions, let's nominate each other as young people and let's help each other to also get there. Whenever we are going to be going to elections soon, so when it comes to even participation of young people at parliamentary level, let's also encourage other young people to also participate regardless of their political affiliations. So it's something that also comes back to us. What are we doing to support the next young person who also wants to take up a leadership position?
So as Youth Council, do you have kind of support that you can also give these young people, because you're talking of resources, and also want to hear from you what you have been doing in terms of fighting the use of drugs in our communities, because you can see kuti mutoriro wanetsa.
All right, so there are two areas that I want to address. The first one is what we are doing to also encourage young people to participate in leadership. We have also come up with a program where we're working with youth leaders from all the political parties. Talk of the ruling, talk of the opposition. We've got their youth representatives coming together and sitting on a table, and we are saying, you know what, the challenges that affect us, they go beyond our political affiliations. So let's create a platform where we can be able to find each other and see how we can push for more young people to represent us in the various decision-making positions. This is starting to yield fruits now. It has led to the creation of the Parliamentary Youth Caucus, where we are having young parliamentarians as well as older ones coming together to also talk about youth issues in Parliament. So we're starting to see a push where young people from all the political parties are coming together so that they can also help to push others to also sit where they are. Then the issue of drug and substance abuse, I'm sure you'd be happy to note that the government established an interministerial task force which is fighting drug and substance abuse. And the Ministry of Youth, our parent ministry, is the deputy chair to that, to the Ministry of Public Service, Labour and Social Welfare. So we have created a master plan as a country where we are saying, how are these drugs getting into the country? The first pillar of that master plan is trying to fight supply. Let's bring down the supply of drugs. Let's make sure that we are whistleblowers in our communities. Let's make sure that we fight. How are the drugs making it into the country? If we are able to successfully fight against that, then we can be able to put an end to the issue of drug and substance abuse.
Wow, it's good to have such a representative for young people in Zimbabwe. Probably my last question could be, are there any challenges? You talked about young people from different political parties working together. Are there any challenges that you've been facing so far?
I think one of the challenges that we have is information dissemination on some of the things that we are doing. You would agree with me that the youth are not a homogeneous group. We've got youth that are in urban areas, even in urban areas, we've got some that are coming from high density areas, some coming from low density areas. We've got rural youth, we've got youth with disabilities. Sometimes it's difficult to reach everyone with very, very key information. And so though we are working through our provincial managers as a council and youth officers from the Ministry of Youth, we're also grateful to partners like ActionAid, who also have a presence in community, who are also helping us to be able to cascade information to where it matters the most. And so each and every person in this country should also play a role in ensuring that young people are aware of opportunities that exist, because they do exist. So if you come across information, don't sit on it. Also make sure that you pass it on to the next person so that everybody benefits at the end of the day.
I can see you are really articulating everything that I've been asking you. Probably my last question to you is, as we are celebrating the International Youth Day today here in Bulawayo, do you have any word of advice, any word of encouragement to the young people in Zimbabwe, in terms of their lives, in terms of probably the challenges they are facing, in terms of course we are 12 months before the next election. What would you say also in terms of violence in Zimbabwe?
We're saying no to violence. Let us create a peaceful environment for all. They say peace begins with you, peace begins with me, peace begins with all of us. So let us create a peaceful generation. Let's coexist. There's more that unites us than what separates us when it comes to our political affiliations. So let's just strive to be as peaceful as we can, and also let's support each other as young people so that we can be able to also take our place when it comes to leadership positions.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much everyone as we celebrate the International Youth Day here in Bulawayo. And I hope everyone else have heard from the Zimbabwe Youth Council what they are preparing for us young people in Zimbabwe. Until we meet again, let's meet and continue to talk as young people. It's bye for now.